Hello YouTube, it is still cold and rainy. It's later on in the day here since I made the valve spring compressor tool. First I'll show you these from the last video. Here's the washer that was stuck up the valve guide. So I could not get my tool above there. So I did check and test, and I'm sure I can get the keepers back in a lot easier. I could not get over that, so I had to go like in here. So these are really stiff. And here's your rotator. See that? Watch how this turns. This part right here. I thought just the exhaust had them, but both of them have them. So both of them have a compressor on it. I can't tell you if I think, because I kept these in order, I can't tell you if I think the exhaust is a tougher spring than the intake. I say they're both the same. And of course, here's those little keepers that go on here. Don't drop these. I had cardboard tape and stuff. I made like a little shelf and a box coming off the side of the engine, so if one of these fell out, it wouldn't hit the ground. And I use this too, your extendable magnet, to fish them out of there. You know, when they fell out, and there's a hole back in there where the oil drains back to the block. I got a piece of paper towel stuffed in there. I got smart, huh? Because the hole's way bigger than one of those. So I didn't lose anything, because you got to order them, and there's two different types. Depends on the serial number of the engine. Okay. Let's pause and take a real quick deep breath, and we'll be back and inspect the valves. Okay, we're ready. Now, we just did a quick check with the rubbing our finger and looking how much wear is on the valve. I mean, there's a little ridge down here where it came up on the bottom of the guide. It's not bad, but it's really carbon. Now, I have a spot on here I marked, right about here where I scraped some of the carbon. See where it's a little bit shinier? See when it comes around the camera? But still, look how bad it is under there. And I've already taken some close-up pictures, okay? So, that was not seating properly. You can do this. Okay, if y'all seen the removal of the head, you see how much carbon's in here. Now, here's the problem with this one. There is some wear. If you look on the guide, it's wore a little more. Opposite, like here, it's a little more of a ridge than around here. So, makes you wonder if it wasn't rotating right. If it kept wearing in one spot all the time, it wasn't rotating like it should. And down here, there's a problem with the ends. See if you can see it. See how this one's beveled? Okay. It's like maybe this valve was replaced, and I took some really close-up pictures, because this does not hit the tappet right. There's no damage on the tappet, but it is not right. I took close-up. I'm going to put a bevel on. There's like a sharp edge out here. Now the clearance. I'm sure I looked it up. I can look it up again. Somebody can correct me, or I'll correct it in the future. I thought it was like 8 on the intake, 18 on the exhaust. They're both 18. The exhaust is a little over. I mean, this is almost 18 right at it. You could. There's a little bit of drag when you put 18 in it. So there is too much clearance on this. But here's the problem with the intake valve. You might be able to see it before I put this up here, okay? I did take a close-up picture. If you put something on it like a straight edge, can you see that? It's only sealing here where it's shiny, here where it's shiny. It's not sealing in here. It is not. Now I put a bunch of cleaner down this engine, that Marble Mist Oil, so this valve could have been replaced. They just dropped it in or something, you know what I mean. You don't know what people have done. But it's kept in. It dishes in right here, which leaves only these two shiny surfaces for it to contact. So that's why it was popping out of the intake, I'd say, because it's not sealing. So it's not a clearance problem. See, if you don't have enough clearance, your valve don't shut tight all the way. So there's plenty of clearance. I was wrong about that. But that's about it. That's about all I can tell you. It's just a short video to show what they look like. They will get cleaned up, and then I'll be back with another video once I lap them so you can see what they look like. So that's enough of this. Yeah. Excuse me. Okay, before I go, I've had really bad condition. I just got done. It was cold, cloudy out. I just got done outside. We had like 45-mile-an-hour wind gusts coming through here. Started pouring down rain. My tarp up above where I've got covered over the tractor was blowing all over in the wind. And I've got the hood down in the tractor. I've got everything covered up. I even shoved rags in the exhaust intake holes where I took the, their valve cover thing out. So it's safe. So before I lose my voice again, I want to say thank you for watching. We'll get over this stuff. It is nasty. It's supposed to be spring. It's only about 60 degrees in the shop right now, and I've got a heater running. You might be able to hear it. So we're out of here. We had enough of this.